So, hello everyone, I am Monica from IELTS 9. Let's do one more reading with me. Make sure you do practice with me whenever I am finding the location of the question statement and trying to find the correct answer. You can pause the video and find your own answer and then try to match it with me. If something is contradiction between your answer and my answer, then definitely you can always comment and we will try to sort out the correct answer. Okay. So an early cultural tourist. So this was reading passage number 1 on 4th October 2025 IELTS exam in India. So I have selected this reading only or purely on the basis of students' response. Okay. So first type of question here. So you must have noticed I have understood the meaning. I have read the title of this reading passage. I have not tried to understand the story of the reading passage because that's the wastage of time in actual exam. Within 60 minutes, how can you finish 3 reading passages if you go for trying to understand the meaning of the reading passage first or getting the story first and then try to solve the answer? That's a wastage of time purely. So first type of question here we have true false not given. Second type of we have one word only. So this is, I think, easier reading passage because this is reading passage 1, but nowadays 3 types of questions are also coming in reading passage 1, but this is easier, so we can do it very fast. But here I am making video, that's why I will explain it well. So first type of question is true false not given. How to do true false not given, that's more important to understand. Let's understand the instructions first. If the statement true means if the statement agrees with the information. So where is the statement? So statement here is these are the statements. Okay. And where is the information? Information we will get it in these paragraphs. Okay. So first type of question is this, and first question most probably first or second paragraph. In first or second paragraph, definitely you can get the location of this first number question. Or if not in first and second, then 99% that would be not given answer. Okay. So false if the statement contradicts the information. So what I was telling you, the meaning of true, when it will be true, if this statement meaning agrees with the information we have got in the passage, comes out the same, that will be true, and some contradiction is there between statement and information, means some like take this example, second question. If instead of Roman emperor, here if it is written in the passage Greek emperor, then it will be false, means contradiction of information is there. So not given, if there is no information about the statement, then it will be not given. So let's start this true false not given. First I will read the question statement. I will try to understand the meaning of this statement as well as come out. I will take out 1 or 2 keywords. Those keywords will take us to the location in the paragraph, because paragraph is too much big. Okay, so first, how you pronounce it, I don't know. Cyrus was unable to research his journeys before he left. Okay, this person name we will try to find. If he was unable to research his journeys before he left, means unable here means he did not uh, like nowadays we are doing some research before going to any city or country. So Cyrus was unable to research his journeys before he left. If he was unable to research his journey, then definitely true. And if he was well trained in researching his journey before he left, then it will be false. Okay. So we will go to first paragraph. So let's read first paragraph. In the 15th century, so we are looking for this word. Syracuse word is there. Okay, they have given introduction, I think. Yes, before reading everything, so please do subscribe, do like my video, do hype my video also. So I will say thanks in advance. So in the 15th century, the Italian merchant Cyprus of this journeyed in search of Mediterranean's classical past. In doing so, he laid the ground for today's cultural holidays. Okay. Today we take it for guaranteed, so unable to research his journey. So now I am focusing research his journeys before he left. Today we take it for granted that we travel around the world to admire the monuments of the past. We prepare for, so now they are talking about today's scenario. We are going to see set out on the journey with a good idea of how we will get there and where. Okay. So again, this person name is there. Syracuse of Ancona, the first cultural tourist since antiquity, lacked these advantages when in the first half of the 15th century he sailed through the around the Mediterranean in search of remains of Greek and Roman civilization. Now, first 5 lines they were talking about today's scenario, how people, how tourist people are doing it before going to see other countries. But in case of this person, the first cultural tourist, since this lacked these advantages when in the first, so this person was lacked in these kind of things, skills you can say. So here Cyracus was unable to research his journey before he left. So what do you think? True or false? Of course, not given is not there because everything they have explained it. So he was unable to research. Definitely, that's why they have given lacked. So it is true. Second, the Roman Emperor Trajan built the city of Ancona. If this city of Ancona was built by Roman Emperor Trajan, then it will be true. And city of Ancona was built by some other person, then it will be false. And if they are not talking about who had built the city of Ancona, then it will be not given. So okay, so city Ancona I can see in next paragraph, and Roman emperor, Roman word was here, but I am Roman emperor is also here in third paragraph. Cyprus first became fascinated by ancient monuments while walking in his city Ancona, and looking at the marble arch erected in this to the Roman emperor Trajan. He certainly saw the structure in a new light. Okay, so all things, all keywords are here. While walking in his home city Ancona and looking at the marble arch erected in AD 115 to the Roman Emperor Trajan, he suddenly saw the structure in a new light. He no longer saw it as just a familiar and generally overlooked landmark, but as a doorway to the wonders of ancient imperial Rome. Okay, so let me shift the page. So everything we have got the Roman Emperor Trajan is also there, built the city of. So here it is not clearly given actually. Only marble arch. The writer is explaining only marble arch erected in AD 115 to the Roman Emperor Trajan. It means that was not built the city. He did not build the city of Ancona. So we can mark it false. Fascinated by ancient monuments while walking in his home city Ancona, looking at the marble arch. Here they are talking about marble arch that was um, that was made by Roman Emperor Trajan, not the city. So third number, respect for ancient architecture was widespread. 15th century word we have to find. Respect for ancient architecture was widespread in 15th century. If here main important word is respect. If respect was there for ancient architecture in 15th century, definitely it will be true. And if there is no respect for these monuments, then it will be false. So we have just read till here the wonders of ancient. Okay, longer. So not many people of Syracuse time were interested in historical travel. They generally ignored old buildings and structures, or worse, dismantled them for their building and all. So respect for, so there was no respect was there. So that's why it is false. Now you must be asking me about 15th century. So 15th century is in above paragraph, because in above paragraph they already started talking about 15th century. So fourth number question, Cycrocus' experience as a merchant, okay, gave him the skills he needed to investigate the ancient world. So as a merchant, we need to find this question. Now this paragraph is done. Cycrocus decided to see the world for himself and to record the details of whatever other antiquities remained discovered. His training as a merchant, word is there, did not prepare him, okay, for this vocation. His experience as a merchant gave him the skills he needed to investigate the ancient world. Okay. Decided to see the world for himself and to record details of whatever remained to be discovered. His training as a merchant did not prepare him for this vocation. He did not know ancient languages, history. However, he set out to solve these failings. In fact, they are saying this as a merchant did not serve any purpose for this vacation and all. So however, he set out to solve these failings. So here it is given this experience kind of thing. So this experience as a merchant did not prepare him for this vocation. That's why this is also false, because here it is given as a merchant he gained some experience or skills he needed to investigate the ancient. So here this line says he did not know ancient languages, however he set out to solve these failings. Now fifth question. Now before leaving on his journey, fifth question, Cyprus studied ancient language. If he studied ancient language before leaving his journey, then definitely it will be true. So till here we have left. However, because here language they have started talking here. However, he set out to solve these failings first by learning Latin. It is also a language at the age of 30, and then adding ancient Greek. This is also a language. Having done this, he then set off on the voyages. Voyages means journey, uh, like not ordinary sea journeys, and around the Mediterranean to find, investigate, and understand. So it means before leaving on his journey, Cyprus studied ancient language. So these are two ancient languages they have talked. So that's why this will be true. Now coming to sixth number question. Traveling by sea in the 15th century was easier than traveling on land. Okay. So easier. So we can give this answer by reading it. But yes, this is not your GK test. Whatever it is given, so we have to decide on the basis of passage. Thus, he became the first archaeologist and cultural tourist. So here it is not given. Travel in the 15th century. Now I need to scroll the page. Now look at this. So till here we have read about languages and all. Travel in the, so sixth question, traveling by sea in the 15th. Travel in the 15th century, however, was anything but simple or enjoyable. Overland journeys by foot or mule along bad roads under constant threat from bandits were bad. Voyages by seas were even worse. So here it is given, traveling by sea in the 15th century was easier than traveling on land. It was not easier. So here it is worse, it is given. So we can mark it false. Now seventh number question. Now we are looking for seventh. Cycrocus tried to make his fellow sea travelers more comfortable. So just a minute. If he tried to make his fellow sea travelers more comfortable, then it will be true. If he was not interested in making them comfortable, then it will be false. And if they are not talking about fellow travelers, then definitely it will be not given. And of course all questions were true false, so only last question is left, so it's not given will be there, but let's find it from there. Voyages, so in sixth question they were comparing with land also. So comparing with land, so land, bad roads under constant threat from were bad. Voyages by seas were even worse. Traveling by sea in the 15th century was easier than traveling on land. So here it is clearly given voyages by seas were even worse. It means they were bad. and here it is given easier, so that's why it is false. Now I was looking for seventh. Fellow sea travelers. Ships, however, when there was no wind, the ship, strong winds, friends. Strong winds were no friends. Okay, so this is not that kind of friends. They are talking about strong winds. Either they deranged the ship with lashing waves and blew it, of course, water swamped the desk and all. Among many of the important records, no, I don't think so. They are talking about fellow sea travelers. That's why it will be not given. Now let's do fill in the blanks. So first, let's read the instructions, what they are saying. Choose one word only. So only we can use in fill in the blanks one word. So for this is all fill in the blanks. Of course, we have to complete the sentences. For that, they have given topic. The city of Cyzicus. Ancient Roman and Greek sites visits this. So whatever we have done, we have, see this, we have almost gone through this paragraph. So we will be doing, we will be start reading. So this word is here. Okay, so among many of the important, so this word we have found it here. So let's read it from here. Among many of the important records made by Cyracus was his crucial documenting. The okay, so an ancient Roman city is also there that had relied on commerce for its financial success. Okay, so let's read the question number 8. Then we will go to the location again. And important reading tips and tricks. The words before blanks are really important to get correct answer. The wealth of the city had come from. The wealth of the city, so they are talking about Roman city, ancient city, means this city that had relied on commerce for its financial success. And financial means wealth of the city had come from commerce. So here commerce will come in 8th number blank. Now ninth dash, to the ancient city ruins not available when visited by this. Among, okay, this still here we have read. Now next, he hired a local person to take him to the site, then to work out for himself significance of the ruins. Ruins word is here. Okay, he was looking at, because there was no guidebook on an guidebook on an ancient architecture. Okay, not available when visited by Cycracus. So ancient city, ancient architecture. So ruins is also there. He was looking at, because there was no guidebook. So here guidebook will come, because just look at this. There was no guidebook. So what they are saying, just try to read the sentence. Guidebook to the ancient city ruins not available when visited by Cycracus. So here guidebook will come. 10th, the city was destroyed by a powerful dash in 123 AD. Let's find 123. So this here it is AD 123. So city was destroyed. So mostly we know city is almost destroyed by floods or earthquake kind of thing. Powerful word is there. So Cyzicus had been splendid city in its prime. Unfortunately, the area was highly seismic, and in AD 123, city was so devastated, means destroyed by a major earthquake. So major means powerful. Only earthquake will come here in 10th number blank. Now 11th, a year after Emperor Hadrian supported a dash to rebuild the city. Okay. Now Roman Emperor Hadrian had come. What he supported, when the Roman Emperor Hadrian visited it in the following year. So a year later means he was so saddened that he decided to subsidize a campaign to reconstruct this Psyche. A year later, Emperor Hadrian supported a dash to rebuild the city. What he supported? So, Roman Emperor visited in the following year. He was so sad, and then he decided to subsidize a. So, A is also there to rebuild the city. Subsidize a campaign word come here in 11th number. 12th, and made drawings of the dash to the temple and its decorative carving. Okay, temple word, temple is also there. Make drawings, what he made? He made a substantial donation for new temple to the Roman Jupiter. Cycles thought the ruined city was awe-inspiring. He found the remains of the temple, made drawings of the, no, to the word is also there. He made drawings of, he found remains of the, examined it in great detail, looking for clues in ancient texts to help him understand that he was seeing. He sketched, the sketched means drawing, the great doorway adorned with carved foliage and mythological character. Made drawings of the doorway will come here. So we have got the we have got the correct word. Made drawings. Drawings means sketched the great doorways. So here doorways to the temple and its decorative. So it is not necessary that same sequence of the sentence you will get it here. So it may possible that one sentence may split into 2-3 sentences, but meaning remains the same. 13th, by the 15th century, Delphi had almost disappeared due to natural disasters. Okay, by the 15th century, following centuries, it was only strips that remains. Its account of this temple is only record of this. No, Delphi word is not here in this paragraph. Let's go to next paragraph. So we are looking for 15th century and Delphi word here. Had almost disappeared due to natural disaster. Also we need to find. So in this, when, okay, so Delphi word is also here. One of his destination was sanctuary of Delphi. The ancient Greeks considered Delphi as being located in this. Right in, we are looking for natural disaster. See this. However, he found war, earthquakes, and avalanches had all but its ruins. So it means natural disaster is earthquake. So and word and natural disasters and avalanche. So earthquake and avalanches are natural disasters. So what is left? War only. So here war will come here in 13 number answer.